Under the Carpet is a talk show that explores topics that people find difficult to talk about. In this series, #MeToo, my guests and I share our personal experiences and thoughts from the perspective of a corporate executive, a social worker, a parent, and a survivor. My name is Debra Teng, and I'd like to invite you to join me on this journey. It was at a casting, an audition for a property ad.
Okay.
Right. So over the phone, the casting director told me, "Oh, please bring your bikini because we want this young girl to plunge into the pool." So I brought my bikini along for the casting, and then during the casting, the casting director told me, "Oh, change into your bikini like in the office where he was," and I was like, "Sorry, I'm not comfortable. Can you please step outside?" So he grudgingly stepped outside. So as I was changing into my bikini, I saw a red light flashing in this glass panel behind his desk. And my heart started pounding. I started getting worried. I was like, what was that? Is that like a camera behind there? And then when he stepped inside, he started commenting on my physical attributes or lack of. Started showing me close-ups of women's body parts, like porn, basically. And then he put his hand under my bikini top and started groping me and telling me, "We need to push up your breast." And I was just so traumatized. I pushed him away and I said, "I don't want the job anymore." I put on my clothes as quickly as I could and I got out of the office. And outside his office, he had 2 receptionist girls. And I think they knew what was going on in there. So they asked me, "Do you need a cup of coffee?" So I was like, "No, I just want to get out of here." So I just took my bag and I just got away from there. And for years after that, I just avoided that whole building. I was so traumatized. Never told anybody.
Oh, no.
And I was angry that this had happened to me. And I was ashamed. And I didn't know how to deal with all those emotions.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is very, very hard. That is unimaginable that you are in a space alone with a guy who is like probably so much older than you.
Much older, yeah.
And
He's probably like in his 50s.
How dare he? Like how can he get away with that? And like
Yeah.
I feel like it's really terrible to have gone through something like that, especially like you know when you're young, you're coming out in the industry and wow. That's really you know.
I wish I had like, you know, if I had a family with me, somebody who could speak up for me. I mean, but then I didn't tell
space,
my
right?
family.
You were in a space where, you know, that was his space, right? And
Yeah.
you're entering into like, you know, the lion's den and you had no idea.
Yeah.
You know, and that like I don't think it had anything to do with, oh, you could have changed anything about that. You know.
I guess I don't know. I keep asking myself, why didn't I you know, punch him or scream or do something?
But you probably like self-preservation, right?
Yeah.
He's an older guy. He's probably stronger than you.
Yeah.
You're kind of like, you know, really young, and you know, I think if you know what to do,
I just wanted to get out of that. I just wanted to get out of that experience.
Yeah.
But you know, we're talking about the emotional and the psychological effect, right?
The damage.
That stayed with me all my life.
The damage.
The damage,
Yeah.
because it happened to me when I was like 15 or so young,
I know.
and I never forgot that. I can still remember that whole incident even today, so many decades later.
God, I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you, man. It's unbelievable that something can happen to a minor and that someone can get away with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and God knows like what he could have been capable of. You know, had you not been
And
that
how
strong,
many
like, let's
other
say,
people he had done that
but
too.
You ran away. You know, you could have been. You could have not had your wits about you, and something worse could have happened. You know.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
So what is it that in the conversation that we need to change? Because today I think it's still happening as well, where you know I feel like it's I mean it's just an opinion, but I feel like with the internet, with the exposure to what's happening,
social
online,
media, people, predators can actually have access to people so much more easily.
Stories and,
Yeah.
you know, it's scary how it hasn't gotten better. You
Yeah.
know, that they are now using technology to prey on young girls, you know.
Yeah, I mean, just giving them an extra opportunity, an extra
Yeah.
platform to
Yeah.
actually prey on
and
young
there are
people.
all these young girls out there,
Yeah.
and I feel like it's important for you to share your story, for me to share my story, because we were those young girls.
We were.
But we were those young girls.
And those
living-
young girls will grow up to be
Yeah,
us, and we don't want them to live
exactly.
with that kind of
And-
trauma all their lives.
And we thankfully didn't have to grow up with the internet, you know, with that
Yeah.
that much access point to us, you know,
Yeah.
where we were. I feel like trying to figure out what it means to be, you know, from a girl to transition into
Yeah.
a woman, you
Yeah.
know, and yeah, what society has kind of deemed to be desirable, you know, to be eager to please, you know, to
Yeah.
be likable. So you even feel bad that you're making a scene about it.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely, yeah. We would really love to hear about your experiences and thoughts. Please leave them in the comments below. Subscribe to our channel and also find us on Instagram and Facebook. And more importantly, please share this video with everybody you know. You might actually really help somebody just by doing that.